looking good. But how about with the game audio? Mic check. That looks like I'm nice and audible. No, Yun versus Ken? People often like to say Third Strike because of Rock, Paper, Scissors top tier. Which is kind of funny, because this matchup is, I think, generally considered to be pretty even. Obviously, Genejin is broken, but Ken's damage output is really good compared to Yun's, and they end up being pretty close. It's also funny that people say that because Yun was considered to beat Chun-Li for years, but now the absolute top Chun-Li players say, and I think a few of the absolute top Yun players say the matchup is actually okay or even good for Chun-Li. I don't know if I'm buying that. I don't know if I believe that Chun-Li could beat Yun. I've seen that matchup a gazillion times in my years, and usually Yun seems strong. Nice counter poke. I would have parried that. Ooh, difficult to, yeah. Oh, he caught a punish. It wasn't a great punish, but it was a lot better than nothing. Ah, that was a nice parry. He chickened out though. He was afraid of a cancel. That's the thing. Sometimes you parry Yun and he just cancels anyway. I think if you parry like a low forward and he does like a dash punch, your low strong will beat it. Ugh, medium DP hit grounded. And it only got the first hit. Ken is so ass. You can juggle out in that corner. I don't think you can juggle out of it mid-screen, but I could be wrong. He didn't get it anyway. Strong. Don't normally see that ender. Okay. The short. I can't believe he did wake up parry there. What if that was just low, meaty, low, short? I would have just blocked. He had a big life lead. Yeah, sometimes you have the soul read. Different players have different thresholds for how risky they like to play too. It's a big thing in this game. Ugh, meaty shoulder? Was that intended to be a full TC? Probably not. This should just kill pretty easily. Nice parry. Didn't do anything with it. Parry fishing by the Necro. Yun didn't bite. That's a punish. It must be a punish. Necro's little half circle forward kick is quite minus. I wouldn't be surprised at all if EX shoulder makes it in time. Ooh. Get away, get away. Oh, I love that. A lot of people, they back up a little bit. I do this too, actually. You back up a little bit and the Yun overextends by shouldering in or dash punching in. Because it's a lot faster and air quotes safer for him than trying to just dash in or walk in. So you back up a little bit so that he feels like he has to use a special move to chase you in order to greet you before his Geneva timer runs out. And then you just stop backing up and parry what he approached with. It's a very hilarious tactic. I've done it myself recently, actually. One thing that's really funny about it, though, is that dash punch loses hits if you're far away. So you've got to judge. If you parry a dash punch, you've got to judge how far away they were for how many parries you have to do. Because it could be 3, 2, or 1. The shoulder's always 2 parries. Ugh. He didn't even get the cancel. That was nice. I think this is considered to be Necro's worst matchup. That's probably going to hit, yeah. He couldn't do anything with it, though. It's really hard to come out of drill kick. This is winnable for Necro. It's not even that bad, I think. That was interesting. If he can land a super, he's almost like home free. He's going for it. Oh, this Yun player is strong. Nice recognition. He's being very patient about that stuff. That was nice. Oh, one parry only. The stream in the afternoon. This is probably the first time in like several months that I've streamed during the day. Jump Fierce beat the down back Fierce. Alright, that's a very strong start. A little whiff into the... What the fuck was that? He did a up kick in neutral. And it worked too. You can get second hit only of up kick into another up kick. It's very hilarious looking. This should kill, right? Yeah. Very nice, very nice. I feel a little bit better about Yun when I remember that he's hard as hell. Every character in this game has difficult things and easy things. Ooh, very nice. Oof. Holy oof. Sometimes that happens. Also, Tanden Renki Makoto. That's gonna be fun. Okay, bro's getting snatched at every turn. I hate... Every now and then I just play like a Makoto who just has... It just gets all the mixes right on me. Low short when I jump. Command grab when I don't jump. Every time. That's gonna whiff and she's gonna... Oh, I completely misinterpreted. Yeah, parrying was better than letting it whiff. But then he did the wrong thing. Of course, meaty command grab on the Tanden Renki Makoto. Naturally, she's gonna wake up parrying. Wow. That was not a combo. In fact, Yum was probably minus there. Well, he hit. I don't know. That's probably minus. Beautiful little combo. Oh. Oh, juggle here. That's a fun combo. Feels like something out of a different Street Fighter title. Doesn't feel like something out of Third Strike. That was scary. If the meaty was something... Makoto won. Nice. The fadeaway close medium kick. It's quite precise to walk out of throw range, but still be in close medium kick range. Oh, punish, punish, punish. Yes! That wastes so much Gane time. Oh, blessed. That red parry is so rewarding when you hit it. It's a little annoying, too, because you can't do inputs during the super freeze. Nice. So to, like, get the... I hate it when I've done that red parry before. When you get the red parry and do medium kick into, like, a half circle cancel. That's what Oro does, or close medium punch if I'm close enough. But, like, having to hit that half circle cancel, but you can't buffer it during the freeze is quite annoying. Oh, it missed a hit. Is that a necro thing? Is that a range thing? I don't know. Normally that dash punch gets a hit on the way down. It gets like the early hit and the last hit. It's weird looking, but you can combo out of it. It's really cool. Crouching opponents only. Oh, that was nice. That was a good low parry. Caught Ken trying to get the whiff punish. Badgering with these low forwards. It's funny how ubiquitous low forward fireball is in other Street Fighter titles. This game low forward by itself is good enough. The fireball just introduces risk without adding anything good. The pushback is annoying too. Thrown out of Gane. Nice confirm. I think the window on that is actually kind of big, but it's a very scary cancel to do because it's a grounded opponent and you're canceling into an unsafe move. That kind of combo is standard in all the other Street Fighter titles, but there are very few of them in Street Fighter 3. A plus frame button into like a normal link on a grounded opponent. It's not a common route in this game. Oh, he went for something. Red? Oh, activate would have been nice there. What a goofy world we live in. What he did was probably optimal. It's literally better to do like a TC into a knockdown than to just and then super activate than it is to just TC into super activate. I think that's correct. It's a bird in hand versus two in the bush kind of situation, but I think it really is better, generally speaking, to complete your combo and use the knockdown for the Gene, meaty Gene, than it is to combo into Gene. Obviously, if the Gene is going to kill, you just go right into the Gene. Neutral jump short anti-air. I do that as aura, but I use a button that actually does damage. I love that ender. It's so cool looking. Dash punch? Yep. Cool. I love that combo. That was really nice. Tadaranki Makoto again. Early jump, medium kick. Makoto's air normals don't feel like anything. And yet it feels like she can actually, I don't know. I don't know what it is about Makoto flares. Is it just the existence of the Tsurugi? Makoto players just find a way to make it work in air-to-air scenarios. Tadaranki! Any hit will kill Yun at this point. The parry stand short. He almost died to chip. Wow. That was first hit only, which you can't do anything with, I don't think. People don't usually anti-air with upkick in this game. Nice combo. Ooh, counter poke to the low forward with Stay Red House. That's beautiful, right? I think so. Oh, Punisher. Oh, you can't punish her. It's Tadaranki. What am I talking about? She's safe. Wow. What's that move called? Orochi? Orochi's hitbox just dodged the low strong. Okay. Ah, dropped it. Was it a range issue? Was it a strength issue? Okay. True. Oh! You ate anything. Don't eat anything with Tadaranki Makoto. Love this character. Probably one of the most exciting characters in the game. On paper, it's a bad super, but the activation gives it very tricky scenarios that most people have no exposure to. And then also, just you can't ignore the power increase. Like, yeah, obviously the no blocking thing is pretty big. No, she can't block. She gets 1.5 times damage all the time it's active, but she loses the ability to block. But with that much power, oh, that was like a parry into Karakusa, it looked like. But Ken didn't get hit, or he didn't attack, and then he snatched her out of it. It was too early. Nice. Good counter poke. That didn't look like Ken was going to cross up. Jump jab. Okay. Look at all this damage, by the way. Oh, it was a reset? I can't imagine. Did Makoto really just not dash punch on purpose? You get the reset anyway just by doing the dash punch. It feels like it's just free damage. Yeah, this is some surprise value. But that felt really bad. I felt like a mistake. I think you would just dash punch there. Ken not blocking low. He still didn't block low there. Some players just need to be convinced to block low. Nice. Delayed heavy uppercut. Oh, he's dead. Right? EX dash punch? It's not enough. My bad. You get a cherry tap animation if you kill someone with Karakusa. Make it big with my fighting game. Yeah, 2xk was the only thing standing in my way. Towards Fierce. That was a good throw. Ken grabbed as soon as she dashed in. Oh, that was some good shit. Excellent counter poke. I think if Makoto didn't do anything, that would have whiffed. So he was buffering the super based on that. I think. Nice. That was a punish still. Yo, Makoto's on it. That was the glitch! Whoa. Timeout. Makoto, after she lanes neutral throw, has an ass ton of invincibility, but it has just like, if you just do stuff, she's recovered at this point. If you don't do anything, she maintains the invincibility for a surprisingly long time. I don't know if it's a glitch. It's just a funny thing. The recovery of Makoto's towards throw has like a lot of invincibility that you can cancel at any moment. That was really interesting. He definitely did it on purpose. To just go neutral there. Okay. Oh. That does decent damage. It's reaction parryable, but it's fast enough that you can sneak it in. She does have invincibility at the end of her SF4 neutral towards throw, but it works a little differently. It's much shorter too, and I think it just lasts until recovery. It doesn't last until like... I don't know, until she cancels the animation. I think Makoto is minus on hit on a towards throw in SF4. And if you do like frame 1 stuff like Chun-Li's super, it should punish, but it doesn't. Because she's invincible until it recovers. Necro in the tier list, mid. He's classically considered a low tier, but his performance has always been better than that. Did that get all 6 hits? This is a thing on Makoto? I didn't know that. I almost never... I forgot that was even a thing. Yeah, you can get every single hit of the second super on her. I forgot that... I thought it was always like 2 hits at best. Between who and who? That's a harder question to answer. I think he's above characters like Q and Hugo, personally. But I think he's below characters like Elena and Ibuki. Nice. It's a hard question to answer tiers in this game, even though the game's been explored to death, because the tier list kind of changes at skill levels. A lot of characters are good against Chun until she has meter. Oro is too. Might be a bit strong. It's probably even until they have meter. I think the bottom 4 in this game is Sean and 12, who are just ass, and will lose even if a skilled player is playing them. And then I think everyone else in the game is uh, good enough that skill trumps tier. And my next two lowest characters are Remy and then Alex. I'm an Alex non-believer. I think Alex is worse than Q and Hugo. And Necro. On paper, Alex's matchups look okay. But I think he just lacks that potential that a lot of other characters have. The skill ceiling of Q and Hugo and Necro is a lot higher. That gets discussed a lot, including here. Hugo has an unusual distinction of being very strong if the player is good at parrying. Q also has that. It's one thing if you can play a good Hugo, but if you can play a good anti-Yun or a good anti-Makoto, you know, Hugo is a fine character at those things. Hugo lets you get lots and lots of damage when you're playing anti-other character. I agree. Now, there are stronger characters in the game, you know. Makoto and Oro and Dudley can all melt your health bar when they're playing anti-so-and-so. Oro technically has the highest damage in the game. Rare afternoon bath. Crookie, I was at the bakery the other day, and they were selling cookies there. And I took a picture of one intending to at you, and then I didn't. A crookie is a croissant cookie. The least with parries, Remy and 12, yeah. I would immediately say those two. Sean as well, actually. All three of those characters would probably be better if parries weren't in the game. And normally low tiers like parries their one weapon. That drill is a nice little option against Karakusa. I think Necro does quite well here, memory serves. It's probably a 5-5. He can control Makoto's movement better than some other characters. And more importantly, he's got good counterplay to a lot of her stuff. And she juggles well, too. I've seen corner juggles with her. They go insane. Oof. You know, that can happen. EX Dash Punch into Fallout Disease, yeah. L. Common Necro L. Urian. I'm back on my diet, and I've been actually losing weight, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I have a bad habit that I was raised with of I eat until I feel a little sick. It's like I feel hungry, so I make enough food that I feel like stuffed. But you can just feel hungry and then make enough food to just not be hungry anymore. And that is a lot less food. You can literally be hungry and eat an apple and not be hungry anymore. It doesn't need to be an entire meal. Oh, she's in a dire spot. Oh, the reposition was unfortunate. Tanenrenki! Look at all the damage. That killed! I can't believe that killed. 1.5 times damage, baby. I decided to lose weight a while ago and then kind of paused. So I was 10 pounds heavier like half a year ago. But I was like I lost like 6 of those pounds, 7 of those pounds in like 2 months. Biggest damaging combo in the game. There's a few practical 100% combos. The actual biggest damage combo is a hard question to answer because you'll just kill the opponent before you can hit your max damage in certain scenarios. But Makoto has a match practical touch of death on most of the cast. Anyway, I started dieting again in the last few weeks. And I've already shed a couple pounds in the last month or so. Oro also has touch of deaths, both with SA2 and SA3. Who else? I guess Urien has a touch of death. And also some unblockables. That kind of like pseudo touch of deaths, as Oro has those too. I can't immediately think of like a Dudley Ken, Chun-Li, or Yun touch of death. Most of the touch of deaths in this game are just on Akuma. Like Hugo can touch of death Akuma if he ever blocks a heavy uppercut, and you get good, good heavy clap combo. No, you should never make money gambling. It's the worst thing that can happen to you. That's probably gonna trip. Oh. So much for trading. It didn't even trade. He just died. I forgot how strong Tannen Renki Makoto is. They have a scratch card machine at my hospital. And every now and then my coworkers come in with a $20 scratch card. And it's so exciting. Everyone crowds around them and like watches them scratch. I've never bought one. I bought one scratch card in my life. It was a $1 scratch card and I made $2 on it. I'm one of very few people in this world who's net positive on gambling. Wow. You should quit while you're ahead. I started this stream with a bunch of food sitting in front of me, and by a bunch of food I mean a yogurt. It's a Chobani Flip strawberry cheesecake flavor. Anytime a yogurt gives me the option of like flipping stuff into it, I'm like, hell yeah. I always buy the yogurts with the little toppings built in. I've had all the flavors now, and I can safely say strawberry cheesecake is the best one by far. Oh. No, those were awkward angles. What is this? Oh, shoot down backbreaker got beat. Low fierce. The Hayao normal. Now, don't get it twisted. Jumpy X Otatsu is absolutely brutal in this matchup. But that's not normally how Kens use it. I think that jab was intended to be cancelled to super. Or maybe it was intended to be an SPD. This kind is blatantly playing in a very disrespectful way, but it really is surprisingly hard to deal with this kind of thing. Oh! That's gonna kill. I mean, 60 is probably fine. If you want to get a 144 hertz monitor or whatever they make now, I suppose you could. I think if a dash punch is charged, it's safe. Ken getting a parry at the charged one at the beginning was kind of funny. Because you don't know when she's going to release it. That was nice.
Are you ready? Go!
That Hadouken was certainly minus, even though it hit. Makoto didn't punish it, though. I don't know who any of these players are. I just know that SA3 Makoto players are heroes.
Prepare to strike. Now!
Counterpoking with Fierce. Oh, it works! This Ken player is obviously super skilled, but he's also playing very disrespectfully. That looked like high parry into block. Most other players don't time like low roundhouse like a true meaty. They'll like space it and vary the timing. I can see it. It's working. I've gotten owned by a Ryu player who just poked me with Sam Roundhouse and it was doing hella good against me. Order Sean Supers from best to worst. They're all playable. 2 is probably the worst. 1 and 3 are close. I'd probably run 1 if it was me playing Sean. Always having a super available is very attractive. I think Super 3 is the best super in a vacuum. But being able to turn any hit into a super is very valuable. And once you pop Super 3, you know, you just don't have a super anymore. I think 1 is probably mathematically the best. 2 is just a little hard to confirm, that's all. Damage is good. I mean, they're all a little hard to confirm. She jump canceled. You can jump cancel on parry. This is still winnable for the Ken player. Never mind. He was dead on block. That was nice.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Ooh, whip punish. Hi. Nice. Empty jump, low short. On the same side. Ken will try and time that jump, or space that jump, so it looks like it could be on the front or the back. This Ken player is quite good at it. That was a whiff punish. How to get out of the Makoto blender. That depends on your character. There's, like, if there was a clean, good escape, then, you know, it wouldn't be a... Makoto wouldn't be doing it. You can block a little bit and then hold up back. Or something like that. Block for a few frames. Certain characters will have better options, you know, or can like jump and then double jump, or like jump forward and stomp, or stomp on the ground, or EX uppercut. If you have an EX uppercut, it's good. Those are the options I consider. For what it's worth, jumping out is safer than trying to block your way out, which is normally it's the other way around. But Makoto gets a lot less damage off of a low short than she gets out of a command grab. Interesting hospital story to tell us. I got a lot. Jeez, where do I begin? I was at work the other day, and one of my coworkers, he comes in the mornings, and he just sets his bag down on the X-ray room countertop in the ER, and then he goes to the do the morning portables for the day, and he just leaves his bag there, and sometimes he even leaves the door open. And within the last few days, he did that. I don't know when exactly. And someone came in. I don't know whether it's an employee or a patient or what, and saw his bag and took it. No one was supposed to go into that room. And inside his bag was his car keys. And he, later on that day, went out and found that his car was missing. So someone who took the bag then went out to the parking lot, found the keys, went out to the parking lot, and tested the key fob on every single car until he found the car belonging to the keys. And then he stole the car. One of my coworkers had his car stolen. And of course he was panicking about it all day, and he made a police report and all that. And before his shift was even over, I never work with this guy, by the way. He's a morning guy, and I'm an evening person. So we never even see each other. Sometimes he comes in right at the end of my shift when I'm doing the graveyard shift. He'll like come in at 6 a.m. when I'm leaving. Anyway, we do have cameras. Before the end of my shift, they apparently found the guy, and he got his bag back, and he got his keys back, and he got his car back. So he is currently whole again, although I imagine the whole experience probably shook him. Ooh, Dudley, it was a punch and cross. You guys see that? Dudley did the fierce, and then canceled to the short swing blow. Or not short swing blow, what's that move called? Cross counter. That's actually a secret special move that Dudley has. It's not a real cross counter. Instead, it's a move called punch and cross. It's got a secret input. It's a half circle back forward and then any punch. Anyway, cross counter doesn't activate when hit by a low, so Ken slow forward just punished it. Nice. I can't even imagine, like, stealing a car. That's crazy. Like, taking a bag, I wouldn't do it, but I can understand someone doing it. You know, it's like, oh, I want the free thing, and I probably won't get caught. But, like, stealing a car, the chances of you getting caught go way higher, and that shit's a felony. It's just such an unbelievably bad idea. Especially to do on a whim like that. Like, you didn't come in expecting to find the bag. Ah, shit. I believe in this game it's based on what you counter. And I think it's also like that for SF4. It's pretty funny thinking about that. We've got like a lot of parking lots around the hospital. It's quite a large hospital. I don't think I have any interesting patient stories recently. Oh, EX Tosser looks so funny when it's on a neutral jump. My patients have been normal recently. I had a patient yesterday who had her hand stuck in a mousetrap. Well, not stuck, but like she snapped her finger in a mousetrap. That's a pretty funny one. That's true. Dudley had his car stolen. I don't know if it was what kind of mousetrap it was. If it was one of those classic wooden ones, or if it was like a plastic one that's popular nowadays. The plastic ones are a lot easier to set, and I think they're also... I don't know if they're cheaper to make. Did it have comically large cheese? Do you guys think she brought the mousetrap in? And that it was still baited? She brought her finger in. It was still attached to her hand. I x-rayed it. There were no broken bones. She said it hurt a lot. I believe her. I had a fun one yesterday where I had to do a T-spine, L-spine, shoulder, and a elbow on a woman who had a fall. Yes, it was inflated, and it was also kind of like growing and shrinking over and over. Anyway, I did a big old multi-series on a woman who fell, and her daughter was with there, and I brought her into the room with me because the patient only spoke Spanish and the daughter was bilingual, and oftentimes I'll bring a relative if they can help with translation, because I'll need to tell the patient to do certain things, and just motioning and pantomiming it is annoying, although I do often do that. Anyway, the daughter was apparently training to be a uh, dental assistant or something. Speaking only Spanish. Spanish speaking only. I have a lot of patients based on the area where I work who speak only Spanish. It's very common. You see it in the older generation. Anyone like below 45, it's quite rare that they speak only Spanish. But anyone like probably like 50 plus, and they have a Spanish name, Mexican sounding name, very good odds that they don't speak English. I know all the relevant like Spanish instructions for x-rays, but there are certain things I can't say. I can't get like patient history. I can get a name, I can get like a birthday, I can tell them what x-ray I'm trying to do. If it's certain x-rays, I can't even say any x-ray, I can just say some. Nice, whiff punish. And then I can do like breathing instructions or like stuff like that. No se mueva. But if I can, it's so much better if I can just take a relative who speaks Spanish and then have them do it for me. So I often do that if I can. Any good taco places near your work? You bet! There's a couple really good ones. There's one that does like birria tacos that's super fucking nice. There's like a taco truck not too far away that's really good. There's a little like 24-hour Mexican place that I go to after work all the time because I get off work at 2:30 a.m. and it does super good. What do you call them? Sopes. I'm a big fan of sopes. My favorite little Mexican food. A lot of places don't do them. I got a torta there the other day and it was really fucking tasty. But that thing probably had like 1,000 calories and like a 6-inch sub. I could just tell. I was like tasting the greasy ass bread and I was like, I can't eat anything else today. After this. I didn't budget for this. It's a hole in the wall place, so I don't have any of the calories posted. Baff, what's my favorite cereal? That would be the cookies and cream flavored Cheerios. I think they're not too bad for you as cereals go. If I was just saying any cereal, I guess it's probably Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's like a clear winner. It's just the best cereal. We all know it. Cheerios in all their forms are pretty good. Honey Nut's great. Classic's great. I'm a big fan of what the cookies and cream one does to the milk. Oh, canceled anyway. See? Like, if you hand me any cereal, I'll be like, thank you. You can hand me a bowl of Kix, and I'll be like, sure. Alright, Kix. I'm fine with Kix. Thank you for the Kix.
Final round. Go for it.
I'm more of an oatmeal person, but I've been having cereal recently. Any cereal I don't like? I don't think so. But I don't experiment that much with cereal. I've just had a lot of the, you know, more famous ones. I had Magic Spoon for the first time recently, and I had it with milk, and it fucking did not, it was bad. The milk and the Magic Spoon remained two separate entities for the entire thing, and they did not complement at all. But it completely failed to absorb any milk. And I was like, this is low-key really nasty. But then I had Magic Spoon by itself without the milk, and it was fine. It tasted a little funny, but it wasn't bad. It was my mistake to try and have it with milk. It seemed so natural. I forget what flavor of Magic Spoon it was. Do they have a s'mores flavor? I feel like it was s'mores flavor. But I don't know if I'm making that up. I picked one that seemed safe. Nice whiff punish. When SF6 came out, I was like, I love how fundamental they made whiff punishing in this game. But the more I played it, the more I was like, they made whiff punishing too easy. Whiff punishing is too strong in SF6. It's kind of cooler in games like these where it's quite difficult. Magic Spoon has never tried to get a sponsorship, but I have gotten sponsorship offers from other other famous classic ones, like Audible and Raid. Nothing like that recently, actually. It's usually smaller stuff these days. That was nice. S4, Omega, and Pokemon. I have a bad balance. I have two bad balance videos that I've kind of loosely scripted, but haven't tried to throw together yet. No, neither of them are Yang. Although I will do Yang at some point, I promise. I would love to do a Hakan one, but it would kind of just be an exploration of Hakan. It would be like question mark balance Hakan. Hakan's tier was never truly explored, I feel. Hakan himself was never truly explored. Across the entire lifespan of SF4, there were like 3 decent Hakan players. Back Fierce? Back forward. He missed the super cancel window though. That's the input. You know? I don't know. He just fucked it up. Hakan had a really weird kit. SF4 supers as a mechanic. It's an interesting question. There were like 5 supers in the game that saw regular use. Maybe. Off the top of my head, Dawson used to super quite frequently. Rose occasionally used her. She could get meter really easily in some matchups, just absorbing fireballs. Ryu's was occasionally used. Gen's was used a lot. Let me think. Here were some others. The Super into Ultra was not a huge selling point for Ryu, although it was a thing you could do. I don't know if I've ever actually seen anyone do it in a match. Rude! He held it too. I saw a lot of people do Ryu's cross-up Tatsu into Super. That was quite common. Super was his only juggle there, and it did an ass ton of damage. And Cross Up Tatsu was a very strong mix. Rude! What a hater. What's Hugo supposed to do about that? Hugo could still win at any moment. He's got SA1. Okay. Akuma did have Raging Demon as a super, but he rarely bothered to save the meter. But it was a very good super, actually. You wouldn't think it would be a good super. But if you could do the Kara Demons, then it was very free to land. And then it also gave you a punish on -1 attacks, which was very unusual and very strong. Super is usually just not strong enough to warrant, yeah, the FADC or EX move loss. Zangief, I feel like Red Focus, especially once Red Focus was in the game, he was just doing that. But even before Red Focus, Zangief was usually just using his meter on EX green hands. Across all of us of 4, I don't think I ever saw a DiCaprio player use super. I think your super was quite good too. It was like a 3-frame super or something, so you could use it to beat safe jumps. B-bar supers probably would have been good. Probably would have been the right amount. Retrospectively. Funny juggle. Cross Tekken had 3-bar supers. Wait, it had 2-bar supers. But Cross Tekken also buffed EX moves to shit. So losing 2 EX moves to do a super actually was a bigger deal, because EX moves were crazy in Cross Tekken. And also tag cost a bar. Yeah, you could just charge up a Hadoken until it became a Shinku. There were some contexts where you could do that. I think Chun-Li is usually considered to be a top tier-ish character in Cross Tekken. The tier list is probably different these days than it was back when it was still being played. Because it is still being played a little bit. I know Law is quite strong. I don't know. If I was just going to start listing strong characters in Cross Tekken, I don't know. A lot of characters in Cross Tekken, good normals is a big deal. Whiff punishing is insane in Cross Tekken because you can just land a poke and then go into boost combo and then go into attack from there and get a full conversion. And it's like meterless. Like Vega can just tap you with like a low strong from half screen and see it's a whiff punish. Well, maybe not see right away. But like he can, if he sees he has an opportunity for a whiff punish, he can do like low strong, stand roundhouse, tag, tag. Whatever the launch is called, I forget, it's been too long. Biggest fighting game bomb. I think it sold a decent number of copies, but yeah, the lifespan was not there. Marvel Infinite was not great either. It's a shame because Marvel Infinite was a pretty great game in terms of gameplay. I definitely would have liked some X-Men. I played Wolverine in a lot of the previous Versus games. Two AX code? Why does it take so long to come out? What's up with that? They announced that shit a gazillion years ago. When it was announced, people were like, could this be the Street Fighter killer? But that was a conversation so long ago. Ground Tatsu, huh? And it got beaten by Jump Boy Roundhouse, huh? Weird moment. Four hits. That's a punish. This footage looks a little shaky. Not a super high frame rate. Nice parry.
You win. Now. Fighting ready. Engage.
How many characters are League of Legends characters? I don't know. I think having like a few League of Legends characters would be nice. The way that Street Fighter has a few Final Fight characters. I wonder if we could have chased that dive kick with a super. Oh, it's not dizzy yet. Alright, it's dizzy. Optimal. Look at that. The meter build and then killing with a special move that does high damage in a single hit. That's how we meter build in this game. Sometimes you anticipate something too long. You know? Remember when Square was like, at any moment we could just make a Final Fantasy VII remake and just bring in $1 gazillion? And now they finally made the FF7 remake, but it's like unironically like, oh, that would have comboed. Unironically too late. I think the hype died down. Back short.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
I actually just straight up hate fighting Yang. I don't think he's like a super strong character or anything. I just don't like fighting him. I'd rather fight any other character in this game than this guy. The matchup is probably okay too. I feel very bad at it. I feel like if a good Yang player plays me, they're gonna do well. Very rarely do I get like net wins on like A-rank Yang players. Although I don't actually play that many A-rank Yang players. I play Akata, whatever his name is, every now and then. He just feels too safe. I don't know how to get openings against this damn character. Yang is like a sneaky top tier, honestly. If this game has a secret top tier, it's gonna be probably Oro, but then it's gonna be Yang. Okay, it's gonna be Oro, then it's gonna be Yuri, and then it's gonna be Yang. That's the tier list of secret top tiers of Third Strike. Cool juggle.
You win. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Most of what Yang does is very easy too. Oof. Oh, he tried to walk under and he got a dash. Very awkward. Yang's forward dash is not very good. He's got a complete mix-up, but he does feel a little bare bones. And a couple of special moves feel a little harebrained, design-wise.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Nice. That's gonna kill. Crouching Yang. I think Say Ambu is about as good as it should be. It's very slept on. Honestly, you can run it in every matchup if you want to. A lot of people only pick it in matchups where they have really easy things to do. But it's not horrible. You can just activate it in neutral and it's not horrible in any matchup. Say Ambu is Yang's best super by far. It's just that, you know, EX Rekka is better than any super. Nice. Dash under into low forward. Anti-air. That's how you anti-air in third strike, baby. You anti-air with a mix-up. Delayed low. And Dudley actually parried it but didn't commit. Oof. That looked so bad, but it hit. Or it was really short, so I must never eat stuff like that. Ken's EX Tatsu randomly all the time against me, and it just whiffs. I don't even anticipate it or anything. Oro and Twins in this game have Hurtbox privilege. There's a couple characters like that in every game where characters have different hurtboxes. There's just someone who has a really fucking good hurtbox and never fucking gets hit. In this game, it's Oro and Twins. Oro probably has the single best hurtbox in the game. I can't think of anyone better. He's got the low profile crouch like Chun-Li, and then he also has abnormal juggling. Chun's crouch is better than Oro's because she can do more with it. Oro has a low profile crouch, but all of his attacks remove the low profile. In fact, he's got like a standing hurtbox while attacking while crouching. That's a really annoying thing. Like, if I'm playing against like a Shoto Tatsuing over my head, all 6 of my buttons make me tall enough for the Tatsu to hit me. So in order to punish it, I have to do just crouch into Oniyama, which is fine, you know? Or I can stand and parry. Having Oniyama as a Tatsu punish is definitely better than a lot of characters. But it's just that thing of, like, you know, I lose my low profile by attacking. Chun-Li actually keeps low profile by attacking. In fact, if she does Neko Punch, she gets even shorter. And then also she has, like, a one-button confirmed to super off of a crouching attack that's low profile. Or I can't confirm anything from a crouching attack. So Chun-Li can do more with her privileged crouch. But they both have a privileged crouch. A lot of buttons are just terrible against Chun-Li that are like good in other matchups. Characters have to like do an entirely different set of pokes versus Chun-Li. I.e. not their best ones. Just because she's short. I think Hugo is quite exciting to watch. Even though I don't love fighting him. I get more hype when there's a Hugo on the screen than almost any other character. Oro has low profile dash, that's true. I'm not going to say it doesn't help. Often helps. Jump away medium kick. Pretty timid. That's a good option against reversal SA3. Good option against SPD. Good option against Stunback. Oof. Oh, it was a good stretch. Oh, is she dead? She's dead. That's a cool juggle. The timing is kind of weird. I thought it would be free, but it's not free at all. It's not super hard, though. Nice. That's a thing. She was crouching, so it was easier. I think you can always combo clap to SA3, but the further away they are when you activate, the more micro running you have to do. If you hold punch during the super, Hugo just runs without attacking. And if you're not point blank, it falls out. So you've got to run a little bit before doing it. And the further away you are, the more you have to run. And of course, you know, the more you have to run, the tighter the combo is. That was a pretty difficult one, but he got it. It was crouching, so he had a lot of time, but he also had to go a long way. I think this is considered to be a good matchup for Hugo, believe it or not. Was that one heavy SPD and nothing else? I don't even know if that was a heavy SPD. Say Ambu, by the way. This is the matchup where people pick it the most. That was a failed Say Ambu activate, I'm certain of it. Oh, that wastes the whole timer, no! Yang's still heavily favored to win, but now Hugo could potentially get a SA1 and just clear. I would be zoning as Yang right now. I wouldn't be doing this. Oh, that's a cool combo. Oh, he's dead. Just like that. Nice. Very early. That loses to air buttons a lot of the time, but most people won't press an air button super early in their jump. Okay, he didn't get a ton of damage out of that, but it wasn't too bad. Snatched. Always towards Zoro for parries. You can do down parry on the first one because it makes you short, and it depends on what Oro does. But down parry on the first one can make you dodge his air attack, and doesn't rely on direction, which makes it a little easier on it makes it a little easier on if Oro crosses you up super late. Or it can cross up really early if he wants to, but it's better to cross up right as the opponent's waking up into the orb, just to make it that much harder. That's what I do. Nice, personally though. Yes. It's funny that you would even ask. You just want a refresher course? Yes. Hugo can get up to 4 taunts. His only real confirms are neutral throw and shoot down backbreaker for the taunt. All his other knockdowns aren't long enough. And you won't land those very often. I mean, you can land neutral throw pretty easily, but it's just that it's not very good to land. You'd rather have towards throw and get the higher damage plus the Yoki. Most Yugo players don't even really fuck around with the taunt that much. But there are certain times where you might as well. Wow. As though he baited it. What an optimal punish, too. When Yang does that super, you can actually space yourself. You're off screen, so it's a little hard to do. But you can actually space yourself and then do a jump in so that you get a jump in punish on him. I've never bothered to learn the timing for that. Most Yang players don't even do the super. Or if they do, they confirm into it. Very rare to see it blocked or whiff. But the timing of actually getting the punish, landing on him right as he lands, is quite precise. And without labbing it, you wouldn't know how to do it. When to do the jump. And it's just annoying too, because you're off screen. And this is Marble, where there's like a P1 or P2 arrow showing where you are. Low roundhouse. Catch a jump away. Probably just a good button in general, I don't know. Mikoto's normals are okay, but she sure has a lot of them. And that helps. Got more normals than any other character. Same number as Dudley. Oh, she had a kill there. Even something simple like a Karakusa punish would have killed.
You win. Now. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oof. He kind of poked. Oh, he's dizzy. He's dead. Bro is cooked. How you want this?
Go.
4 taunts Hugo has less health than 3 taunts Q, by the way. I didn't read that question until right now.
Final round. Engage.
I got a letter in the mail. Weird. Time for me to open it. Live on stream. What could this possibly be? Oh, it's fake. How disappointing. It's a fake handwritten letter. For HVAC.
You win.
Phew. Getting a letter in the mail sure would be weird. Cool juggle. Rare one. Optimal? Who knows? Not me. You always see the funniest things in the mirrors because people know the counterplay to their own characters.
Are you ready? Go.
Of course you're going to jump in doing 4 parries on a Dudley player because he's going to anti-air with forward roundhouse spheres. Stuff like this. The one low short confirm. Oh, he fucked up his super. Why did Dudley players do a half circle there? I'll never understand that. It's such a weird thing. Like, I get that you would drop a super occasionally, you know, shit happens. That's supposed to all be a combo. Sin strong uppercut super. But, like, why is there a half circle? If you drop towards roundhouse into double quarter circle forward punch, I don't know how you would ever get a machine gun blow. And machine gun blow is really terrible to get on block. Maybe it has input priority over uppercut, and they do it so that they get machine gun blow instead of uppercut, because uppercut's even worse than machine gun blow. And either one should only come out if you drop it. I don't know which of those two has input priority.
Battle. Go for it.
But I've seen the machine gun upper drop for the super on a lot of different Dudley players, and it's such a strange thing to do that I can only assume that there's some particular reason they input it like that. And the jab punish. It's Slam Dance! Oh, he got completely owned for it, though. You can just hold up on Slam Dance to jump out of it. However, Necro recovers instantly, so he can actually anti-air you jump. It's very hilarious. It's one of the funniest supers in the game. I was not expecting Slam Dance until that exact freaking moment. Slam Dance is obviously the worst of Nekose supers, but it's quite gimmicky if you've never fought it before. Nice. Five hits on Dudley. Elena and SF6, I suppose. I haven't played it in a bit. Punish? Looked like one. Oh. And that did all. It did its chipping hit on the first hit. So he had like a one frame window to parry. I don't even know if it's parryable. I don't know the rules on that. I've never tried to lab it. You have to do a neutral before a parry. And I think you only have one frame post-freeze. So I think if you're not neutral pre-freeze, you might be unable to parry it. I'm not sure of that, though. I think my main disappointment with the SF6 roster is that it's as small as it is this deep in the game's life. It really needs like 6 more characters. That combo works on Aura. It does so much damage. Dudley has variations of it for most of the cast. Very few characters, so you have to cut it short. Nice. Stand strong, ducking straight. No parry needed. Beautiful. I mean, ducking super. They are. SA3 is... I've always thought SA3 is better. But it's just completely taken over the market share. Dudley could have supered to kill there, by the way. He's choosing to save his meter. That's a pretty safe bet versus Yang, honestly. Yang needs to get a lot of mixes to kill you. Okay, he ended up spending a little bit. In the end, he's got more meter than he would have had. Then again, so does Yang. Dudley, I would say Dudley's meter is more precious than Yang's in this matchup. You gotta think about that when both players are building meter. It's like, who benefits more from both players having their meter filled? Alright, I said Dudley's meter was more precious, and then by having meter, Yang was able to get a free win, and he still has a lot. Nice. Oh, he had a whiff punish there. No red parry attempt. Ugh, that was it. He could have linked super. Good jump away. Jump away strong or something. That was nice. He could have died there.
Battle. Go for it.
Nice. Can't hit him either though. The jump in Tatsu. Oh, that was minus. Could Yang get punished with that EX Rekka? I don't know. Ken's quite minus on a blocked fireball in the corner.
Fighters ready. Engage. You win. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Anti-air fierce. I hope Alex is bottom tier again. No. Alex had a rough life. Is it just his kit that's weak? Alex is one of the most interesting characters in the game come Championship Edition SF5. He got truly blessed by the buffs. He's probably the most buffed character in the game. Between his like launch version or even his season 2 version, which was nerfed compared to the one we got right at the end.
Final round. Go for it.
Or the end? I don't know. He's one of the more explosive characters because of how good Tengu Stones was. Very weird character. He couldn't do a lot of kind of basic stuff other characters can do easily. But his mix was kind of good and the skill ceiling was high.
You win.
It felt good hitting chicken combos in that game. And you had a lot of variations from it, more than you do in Street Fighter 3 actually. One of my friends just signed on and I'm debating leaving to chill with him for a little bit before my work. I got 2 hours before I gotta leave for work. How much do I have left in this video? A lot. 30 minutes. Decisions. If I want to watch a movie, I got some movies recently. I went out for a walk in the woods a few days ago, and it was like midnight, and I was out in a regional park where wild-ass animals live, such as bobcats. And it kind of got me in the mood for spooky woods movies. So I've been doing a deep dive trying to figure out some spooky woods movies. Oh, he missed his cancel? What level? What skill level are we playing at here? Oh, Alex could win. Jesus. I watched Pyewacket yesterday, which is a Canadian witch movie. It was okay. It felt low budget, but it was character driven and the characters were pretty good. Suspiria. I don't think I've ever seen that. I know about it. Did that have woods in it? It had witches, right? Nice. That was Chip. Or maybe he tried to parry and fucked it up. It's not an easy parry.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Very little time post freeze. It's like a 3-frame super or something. Oh, got him. Alex players. Yeah, Alex players always cancel into chop, and they're never ready for when chop works. They're just like predisposed. They've already like decided mentally that they're gonna have it fail. Inspiration for Clock Tower. I played Clock Tower. I only played the first one. Well, I think I did play the second one, but not recently. A long time ago. When I say the first one, I'm actually genuinely talking about Clock Tower 1, by the way. Like the Clock Tower, the First Fear. I got a big soft spot for that game. I know how to beat it. I can get all the endings. Clock Tower 2 got marketed as Clock Tower 1 in the West, because Clock Tower 1 was never released. Many such cases.
You win. Now. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oh, too early. That comboed. Universal Overhead low strong. Combos from Universal Overhead are pretty rare in this game. He got a very spaced one, and it was crouching opponent. So it's like the absolute perfect scenario to get a combo. It's really funny seeing it.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
No super. I think any human would super there. Electricity's a pretty interesting move. It's a fun one. Media low roundhouse. Far strong punish. Well, zoom strong. Neutral strong. Oh, he went for the parry and lost it. Ambitious. Huh. Literally all media is derivative. It's as they say, there are only 6 stories. Oof, jump back strong.
You win. Prepare to strike. Now.
That caught a forward dash. Necro's forward dash, it's big, but the duration is kind of long. Same with his backdash, but backdash duration being long is less of a big deal than forward dash. There's been like a wake up backdash renaissance in this game. It didn't used to be a thing people did very often. I've been noticing it a lot more recently. Backdashes aren't invincible, but if your media isn't perfect, they'll dodge it just by getting out of the way because they're pretty quick. And not only that, but they often have movement in their first few frames, so even if you get hit by a true media, you're further back than they would expect. Which can make you fall out of certain things. Like, even if I get a perfectly meaty close strong, sometimes I'll get like one hit only, depending on the character and their backdash. Or I can still do stuff with a one hit stand strong, but it's a lot harder than doing stuff with a 2-hit stand strong. Amusingly, he can actually micro walk in until he gets a 2-hit stand strong. And then he could do a super cancel from there, and you're only at JP5. So you can pick up Tengu Stones or a Booger 1-hit, which are the optimal things to get. Excuse me. I feel like I just got home from work and I'm going back to work again in just a few hours. Thank God I have 4-day weeks. If I was doing 5-day weeks, I would just feel so overwhelmed. 4-day weeks truly are the way. We need to restructure society so that 4-day weeks are standard. The special back throw. Wow, of course Dudley's going to wake up. Any human wakes up parrying versus Necro, because he's going to electricity you. It's such a strong meaty that it makes all his other meaties busted. Necro's like a top 3 character at chipping you out. No, I finished my milk tea. I'm chilling. We got Necro on the screen, so I'm happy. Unfortunately, this round is looking a little grim, but still savable. Oh, that was Wake Up Backdash. You see it? But Fierce chased it. Wake Up Backdash when you're that low HP feels really bad. If he lived through the Fierce, it would have been fine. Wake Up Backdash is also just a good Wake Up versus throws because you got a little bit of throw invincibility on Wake Up. By the time you Backdash, you know, you're out of the range. People don't time like true throw meaties in this game. Jump back strong. Oh, he tries to red parry? Ambitious. Oh, Necro. Necro's like, let me show you how it's done. What, red parry? Pew. That jump looked really funny. Just jumping in place, no drill, no nothing. One thing Oro has that's really funny in the Necro matchup is that Oniyama like reliably beats drill. At worst, it like trades. Oh, he parried once only. Or he parried multiple times, but the electricity was once only. Oh no! No short, baby. Damn, Yang is killing it this round. I don't see this comeback in a million years. Oh, that's how it would start, theoretically. He went for meaty parry. Oh, the special back throw! Yang TC. The kick TC is really cool looking, in my opinion. It's not very good, though. Nice autocorrect. There was. Oh, and the dizzy.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Monday I will lab towards. I will lab close strong Rekka versus close fierce Rekka, and I will finally know what the hell's going on there. I think strong is more damage and fierce is more reliable and more meter build or something. Oh, funny air scenarios. Oh, beautiful. All Ken players do this. If you jump on them as they whiff a crouching normal, they mash DP. So it's a secret little button that all Ken players have. Scenarios like that are actually very important in Third Strike, believe it or not. There are certain times where everyone will tend to have the same response to a scenario. And if you can anticipate that response, that's often like a parry sequence into, you know, a free opening. A lot of Third Strike is being able to scope tendencies.
You win. Fighters ready. Engage.
The Ken player doing the DP is also a response to a tendency. People almost always just do a jumping attack if they see you're whiffing a crouching normal. So if you recover in time, you know, your DP will reliably beat their... They're not going to be jumping and parrying. Its tendencies all the way down. Nice. Whiff punish the low forward with palm. Ying's palm is a lot better at
Go for it.
that than Yun's. Yun's counterpoke's better and Yang's whiff punish is better. But Bath, what's the difference between a counterpoke and a whiff punish? I can't tell you. Nice.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
Cat spotted. Ugh. See Rekkas. Ying's defense has been really good. Nice. It's one of my favorite combos in the game. Anytime two attacks don't look amazing themselves, but then kind of like synergize super well, I always think it looks really cool. Like Ying's up kick into roll. Necro's anti-air electricity into roundhouse. These scenarios where it looks like the attack, the second attack was like invented for the scenario. It's always cool looking. Another 3 Rekka punished, unpunished. Great counterpokes this round though. Jump medium kick? Secret Necro normal? That's like one of his least used normals. It was perfect there though. Oh, that would have dizzied. Can you really not do like a reversal super after 4 blocked Rekkas? Come on. That was a close medium kick that didn't launch. That can happen if it doesn't hit on its first active frame. It just air resets instead.
You win. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Wow. I think Yang was minus on both those dive kicks.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Yang got a throw. Young got a throw. Oh, double up kick. Yes. What a cool combo. Young player's done a really good job punishing these dive kicks. Or maybe not punishing them necessarily, but like mixing them up. Punishing them in a like a regular punish sense and not a fighting game punish sense.
Now. Fighters ready. Engage.
Making him regret them. Oh! Could have been worse. Can I already? Oh, that was nice. It's about as good a Gene combo as he could have gone. I wonder what my life would be like right now if I played Yun. Huge car in my garage. Diamond studded teeth. 7-figure salary. Woman in each arm. Oh, I love when they they do the dash punch on block in the Gene. It's so cool looking. You can like space it to be safe. Dead at 26? Hell no. Maybe. My Oro skills would just take me further on Yun. Honestly, Oro's kind of the character for me. He plays to all my strengths. I don't think I'd be as good a Yun player. But Yun is better, so there you go. I don't feel like that good of a third strike player, but I've had some impressive wins here and there. Parry to throw. Dodges a mix-up. I mean, in and of itself it's a mix-up, but it dodges another mix-up. Nice. Double overhead with the jump in air TC. Is that what just happened? That's what it looked like happened. Neutral throw. No, fell out. Cool juggle. Don't think I've ever seen that one. Some mid-screen palms. Very abnormal. Really nice Yun play. Sometimes you can't even hate, you just gotta respect. Oh, he tried to challenge. He got owned for it. The fake palm. You never see that in this game. Uppercut got beat. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Just meaty Rekka. It wouldn't even occur to me to do that as a Yang player. I'd be doing like meaty stand strong Rekka, meaty stand short Rekka, meaty left forward Rekka, I don't know. Meaty command grab. Just meaty Rekka. Oh, dizzy. Beautiful round. Why are twins dominating? Are they good? You know, this Yan character, he seems like he'd be pretty good. This Yang character? Whoa.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I feel like this Yang's off and blocking him. Wake up. That was wake up low short. Oh, very tricky. The repeated jumps. Oh, still winnable. It was walking low parry by the Necro, and Yang just jumped and dive kicked. Hard to punish that with a kill. Back fierce might have worked.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Wow. Roundhouse looks so funny when it hits someone, because it just launches them all the way across the screen. Ooh, got the combo on the crushing opponent. Excuse me, from the Space Universal Red. The Space Leap Attack. I was thinking about that recently. Leap Attack is so much faster to say. That's what they call it in Japan. Wow, what a nice parry and counter poke. Oh, it was tricky. Yun had Gene, so he had an advantage, but he had to get Yang blocking in order to really push it. So that neutral was real neutral. Real neutral has never been tried. That'd make a good shit post. True neutral. That'd be a good shirt. Just a picture of Yun. Damn. Show us the cat. There it is. And a Urian player. My favorite. It's tempting to get a nap before work too. I got 90 minutes before work starts. I can get a nap in 90 minutes. I'll even feel a little rested. I used to be completely unable to nap, but I've slowly learned where it's become easier as I got older. When I was young, sleeping for an hour would just make me feel extremely tired for like the rest of the day. I would honestly be worse sleeping for an hour than not sleeping at all. But it feels like I can wake up from sleep easier as an adult.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I'm not left feeling continuously drowsy so much. He got the costly Rekka, which was probably not ideal there. Fierce. Roundhouse. It's funny seeing Yang's roundhouse used like a poke like that. You don't see that too often.
Prepare to strike. Now.
A mere 3 minutes. Necro, it appeared that Necro dashed over the forward there. I don't know if he actually did or if just the active frames ran out before he got to it. I wouldn't be surprised if Necro forward dash had airborne frames. It looks like it does. This is the last one. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. That could be 2 matches in third strike time. I remember the Shend uploading a video like 15 years ago where it was a match between, I think, a Dudley player and someone else. I don't remember who the other character was. Might have been a Ken or something. But the entire match, both rounds, were 50 seconds.
Prepare to strike. Now.
The Dudley player just ran a train on him. Good little cross through. Oh, sure enough. There is another round, another match. That was a quick one too. This one's only gonna be 1:20.
Now.
I do not anticipate anything going well for this Necro in the next minute. I anticipate him getting a little owned. So far he's doing well. Maybe it'll be the Yang player who gets a little owned. Oh, there's the back fierce I was talking about earlier. Walking back fierce, because the Yang player blocks and then jumps. Alright, now I anticipate nothing going well for the Yang. Oh, a hook into super would have been so strong there. Oh, what a cool juggle. A little forward. Is that a... I don't know what that was. I was going to say is that a failed super, but he didn't have any meter. Failed roll. I think parrying a zoom normal and then doing a super might actually work. Oh. Okay. He went for red parry, it looks like. I don't think that chipped out. Oh, it did chip out. Okay, never mind then. I'm going to go. I got stuff to do.